Welcome to Sports Cards once again. So if you've been following this channel, in a recent video we listed some of the best Luka Doncic rookie cards to consider getting right now. In this video we're going to go through a somewhat similar process, but a little bit quicker, and look at some of the Giannis Antetokounmpo rookie cards to consider. Now Giannis Antetokounmpo, affectionately known as Alphabet Brother if you translate his Chinese nickname, is an anomaly in the modern NBA. Despite being a two-time MVP, a Finals MVP, and quite possibly the best player in the NBA today at only the age of 26, he is still regularly underrated and has his minor weaknesses as a player overly highlighted in the media. While the basketball card market at the present moment seems to be expecting Luka Doncic to become the next face of the NBA, it seems perhaps just as likely, perhaps even more so, that Giannis actually is that player. He's never stopped improving, by leaps and bounds really, and we could be witnessing the emergence of one of the eventual 10 best players to ever touch the basketball court. As such, his basketball cards are primed to be great long-term investment. In this video, we're going to look at some of the best cards to consider investing in as long-term investments, if you are also as high on Giannis as I am. (2013-14) Prizm, base or any of the color parallels you can find for a reasonable deal and for a price you can afford. The green Prizm might be particularly cool with the color matching. Now with players in more recent years, I tend to shy away from the Prizm base rookie somewhat due to the astronomical pop count of PSA 10s and PSA 9s that exist, and due to the ungodly number of various color parallels that exists, making the whole thing feel like an unorganized mess of random color variations. But with the rookie cards from the 2013-14 year, it's a completely different story. While you can still find unnumbered and serial numbered color parallels, there's significantly less of them overall than in more recent years. Now I think for the long term, this will mean that all of the color parallels from 13 and 14 Prizm should be sought by collectors for the long term, at least from a player like Giannis of his caliber, where demand will always exist. I don't think that's necessarily true from the color parallels in the most recent couple of years. There's just so many color parallels, I don't think all of them will have the staying power or the interest long into the future. With Giannis's Prizm rookie, I'd be quite happy to have a high-graded base Prizm rookie from him. The pop count of PSA 10s for Giannis's base rookie is about the same as Luka's silver rookie, which is about 1/9 the pop count of Luka's base Prizm rookie. I wouldn't aim for Luka's base Prizm rookie because of that, but I would happily aim for Giannis's base Prizm rookie. In addition, all of the color variations that do exist for Giannis's rookie have very low pop counts as well, meaning they will be extremely hard to find and likely extremely expensive beyond most of our budgets. But if I could find the refractor-like Prizm's parallel, they'd be pretty amazing cards to have as well. 2013 Gold Standard RPA. If I was going to invest a ton into a Giannis card, I would want something a bit more special than a Prizm color parallel. Rookie patch autos are, I think, among the best investment cards you can get. And this particular RPA is really stunning if you ask me. RPAs are cards that I think will always have demand, and I think it's the kind of card that would do better even at times when the market might be down a bit, whereas something like the base Prizm rookie might fluctuate here and there with the market and with Giannis's overall play. I think this RPA has a floor that's extremely high and unlikely to ever really go down. But I also think it's the kind of card that has a pretty endless ceiling, that could be one of the most valuable from among his rookie cards for the long term. But yeah, it's a massive buy-in, so you really have to have a lot of spare income for this one. 13-14 NBA Hoops rookie. Now it might seem strange to go from a super expensive gold standard RPA to an NBA Hoops rookie, but I want to hit some options for all budgets on this list. Now, NBA Hoops is definitely among the most budget of the budget brands, but I think as far as the cheaper rookie cards go, this one is a good one to consider. Hoops may not be that highly regarded by many, but it's considerably more iconic as a brand than other cheaper Giannis cards available. And the fact that this card can sometimes be found for around $100, the comps run from like $80 to $200 for raw over the past couple of months, makes this a very realistic card for budget collectors and small-scale investors. Not to mention, it actually looks pretty awesome. I personally like Hoops cards, at least when compared to most other budget options. If you're looking budget, but a slight bit higher than the base card, this card also has a number of color parallel variations that would be worth considering, that also aren't too expensive. The 2013-14 Immaculate Autograph Patch, numbered out of 99. Now this is the most expensive card I've mentioned yet, but RPAs, I think, are some of the best long-term investment options, and this RPA is gorgeous. Essentially, while a budget investor might go for the Hoops, a more mid-tier investor might go for the Prizm Silver Rookie, but a more serious in-the-money investor might consider something like this Immaculate RPA numbered out of 99. The autograph is on card, it's serial numbered, so it's always going to be scarce. and it's in a brand that is highly regarded for quality and beauty, and has been for quite a while now. There are some parallel versions of this card that exist too, but those are going to end up reaching into the 6 figures. Alright, and the number one card I am going to mention that none of us are ever going to have, probably never see, is the 2013 Flawless. Now, in particular, it's the variations that I'm going to mention here. The last one I'm going to mention is completely unrealistic for most mere mortals, but it's just so fascinating that I have to mention it. The parallels of the 2013 Flawless Giannis rookie card will likely forever be the most expensive of all. Why, you ask? Well, the diamond parallel doesn't just choose that name randomly, but there is actually a real diamond embedded inside the card. The diamond parallel is numbered out of 20, the ruby parallel out of 15, the sapphire parallel out of 10, the emerald parallel out of 5, and the platinum parallel, a 1 of 1, have actual gems embedded inside of them. This means these cards can go well into the 6 figures, and some of them also have his autograph, which makes it even crazier expensive. But if you are looking for a card that is most likely to result in investment return into the 5 or even 6 figures over time, there probably isn't a better option than this one. That being said, I'd probably rather buy an expensive house than this card, and that's closer to what you have to compare this to than a basketball card. With all that being said, that's all I have for you now. What Giannis card rookie would you like to have, or do you already have one? Share with us in the comments below. Appreciate you. Come back, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check you later.